Welcome back to Old Charles. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of British coins, specifically the United Kingdom 10 new pence coin from 1974. We'll explore its history, design, condition factors, and current value. So if you've ever wondered whether this coin in your collection might be worth something, keep watching until the end. The 10 new pence coin was first introduced in 1968, 2 years before the UK switched to the decimal system in 1971. It replaced the older 2 shillings coin, which was worth the same value. The coin featured the crowned lion passant guard ant, which is part of the royal arms of England, symbolizing strength and authority. This design was created by Christopher Ironside, one of the most respected coin designers in Britain. By 1974, the coin was already well established in everyday use. The obverse carried the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, the second major portrait of her reign, designed by Arnold Machin. The 1974 version of the 10 new pence was part of the large size series, with a diameter of 28.5 mm and weight of 11.3 grams in cupronickel. This larger version continued until 1992, when the coin was reduced in size to better suit modern circulation. So, the 1974 coin is a piece of pre-reduction UK decimal history, and that's what makes it collectible today. Portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, with the legend, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1974 Latin for, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The crowned lion passant guard ant with the value inscription new pence above and 10 below. This new pence wording stayed on the coin until 1981, after which it was changed to just 10 pence. That's another reason the 1974 issue is particularly interesting. It still carries the early new pence text. The 1974 10 new pence was minted in large quantities for circulation, so it is not a rare coin. Millions were produced, and many are still around today in collections or old change jars. However, condition and collectability play a big role in determining its value. Now, let's talk about what collectors are willing to pay for this coin in today's market. Most 1974 10 new pence coins you'll find are well circulated. In this condition, they are typically worth 10 to 50 pence to collectors, just slightly above face value. If you have a coin in mint state, never used in circulation, with all details sharp and lustrous, its value can rise to £2 to £5 GBP depending on grade. While there wasn't a specific proof set released for circulation in 1974, coins preserved in official mint sets can fetch more, sometimes up to £10 GBP for pristine examples. 1974 is not rare, but earlier years, 1968 proof strikes, or error coins may fetch more. Misstrikes, off-center designs, or missing details can increase value significantly. Collectors of decimalization coins value the early new pence issues as part of UK coinage history. The 1974 UK 10 new pence coin may not make you rich, but it's a wonderful collectible that represents a key moment in British coinage history. Its large size, the new pence inscription, and the Machin portrait of Queen Elizabeth II all make it a must-have for anyone interested in decimal-era coins. Oh, if you find one in your old collection or pocket change, it's worth keeping, especially if it's in good condition. We're going deep into the fascinating story of the United Kingdom 10 new pence coin from 1974. We'll look at its history, design, condition, and value, and you'll discover why this coin is more than just small change. So stay tuned until the end if you want to learn everything about this coin. To really understand the 1974 10 new pence, we need to go back to the decimalization of British currency, one of the biggest transformations in modern UK coinage history. The idea of moving to a decimal currency system had been discussed for decades. As early as the 19th century, there were proposals to simplify British coinage. But it wasn't until the 1960s that the government took action. This transformation required the introduction of new coin denominations, and one of the most important was the 10 new pence coin, which directly replaced the old 2 shillings coin. Even before Decimal Day, the Royal Mint began releasing some new decimal coins in 1968 to help the public adjust. Among these was the 10 new pence coin, introduced 2 years early. The size, weight, and metal composition of the 10 new pence were deliberately chosen to match the old 2 shilling coin. This way, people could continue using their familiar coins, and the transition would be smoother. This meant that both the old 2 shillings and the new 10p were interchangeable. The 10 new pence coin was designed by Christopher Ironside, one of the most respected coin designers of the 20th century. Featured the crowned lion passant guard ant, a heraldic symbol that has been associated with England for centuries. This design represents courage, strength, and royal authority. Showed Queen Elizabeth II's portrait by Arnold Machin, Introduced in 1968 and used on UK coins until 1984, the inscription New Pence was placed above the lion, and the denomination 10 below. By 1974, the decimal system was firmly established in Britain. The 10 New Pence coin was in everyday use and was struck in large numbers by the Royal Mint. But what makes the 1974 issue special is that it was still part of the original large-size 10p series, which measured 28.5 mm across and weighed 11.3 grams. These large-size coins remained in circulation until 1992, when the design was reduced to a smaller, lighter version to save on production costs and make the coin more convenient for daily use. So, the 1974 10 New Pence coin belongs to that early decimal generation of coins, directly linked to the historic changeover from the old currency system. The coin is significant for three reasons. 1. Decimal transition symbol. It marks Britain's shift into a modern decimal system. 2. Design heritage. It carries one of the most iconic reverse designs by Christopher Ironside, as well as the classic Machin portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. 3. Large-size legacy. It's part of the now obsolete large-size 10p coins, making it a nostalgic collectible. And short, the 1974 10 New Pence is a window into a very important era of British coinage. The crowned lion passant guard ant, with the words New Pence above and the value 10 below. The coin was struck in the tens of millions for circulation. It was common, widely used, and easy to find. However, many coins were later withdrawn after the 1992 size reduction, which means finding older large coins in top condition is less common today. The 1974 UK 10 New Pence coin isn't extremely rare, but it carries huge historical value. It's part of the story of Britain's shift from centuries of tradition into a modern currency system. For collectors, it represents the early years of decimalization, the iconic designs of Ironside and Machin, and the discontinued large-size coinage. So, while you may not get rich from it, it's definitely worth holding on to, especially if you have one in excellent condition. We're taking a close look at the United Kingdom 10 New Pence coin from 1974. We'll cover its fascinating history, detailed design, grading conditions, and market value. By the end, you'll know exactly how to judge the condition of your own coin and what it might be worth. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. Two coins from the same year can have completely different values depending on how much wear they have and how well they've been preserved. The 1974 10 New Pence coin was heavily used in circulation, so most surviving examples are quite worn. But let's break down the grading levels one by one, using collector standards. While the 1974 10p wasn't struck as a special proof for circulation, some may exist in official Royal Mint sets. Proof coins have a mirror-like finish and are struck with extra care. A proof example can fetch £10, £15 GBP, depending on market demand. Natural toning can make a coin attractive, but corrosion reduces value. Coins stored in flips, capsules, or albums keep higher value than coins kept loose. Misstruck 1974 10p, off-center strike, double die, or planchet error can sometimes fetch far higher prices, regardless of condition. The 1974 UK 10 New Pence coin is not rare, but condition makes a world of difference. A heavily worn example may only be worth its face value, while an uncirculated or proof quality coin could fetch up to £10 GBP or more. So, if you have one in your collection, look carefully at the details. The condition tells the story of whether your coin is just pocket change or a true collector's piece. Thanks for watching this detailed guide on the 1974 United Kingdom 10 New Pence coin. If you enjoyed learning about coin grading and value, don't forget to subscribe to Old Charles, like this video, and share your coin stories in the comments. Do you own a 1974 10p? And if so, what condition is yours in? Let us know. Until next time, happy collecting.